हाय, मैं हूँ सिकंदर उर्फ डेविड चड्डा।
ओह डेविड जी, फोकस, कम ऑन। मैं हूँ मनीष पॉल उर्फ ए शर्मा।
और मैं हूँ प्रद्युमन सिंह उर्फ पद्दी उर्फ नूरा उर्फ ओसामा। और आप देख रहे हैं बॉलीवुड हंगामा। कीप वाचिंग।
बिल्कुल हम ठीक है।
सर जी कच्चे ता हो गए ने
की होया
कच्चे।
Pradhuman, personally, I think as far as Tere bin Laden was concerned, why I found it very funny was that in the sense that you guys never made efforts to make you laugh.
Correct.
Many times we have these movies that जिसमें बहुत सारे items डाले जाते हैं and gags डाले जाते हैं. मतलब I've heard discussions with people and they've said कि ये gag तो मतलब इसमें एकदम ये कर देगा. But आप लोगों ने कहीं पर भी तेरे बिन लादेन में there was no effort to make people laugh, but people laughed like anything actually. There were so many scenes. Even here जब आप ये कह रहे हो that leg piece इकट्ठा कर, no one will imagine that something like this can crack you up. But it's very funny the way you're saying it as well. Somewhere you feel that satire is something that which is massively maybe underutilized somehow.
See, I'll tell you something.
And it's not easy.
Yes.
It's not easy at all.
See, I'll not get into sub-genres of films, I'll just tell you something. Concepts are lacking, in this industry. It's about good films. It's about good ideas, good scripts. They're not there. Whenever there has been a good script, whenever there's been a good idea, it has been executed well. Go back in time, watch a Khosla Ka Ghosla.
क्या बात है?
Brilliant film, brilliant concept. सादगी सी लिखी हुई फिल्म, कमाल की परफॉर्मेंस, कोई है शक्लें नहीं बना रहा है, but it is brilliant. People are loving it.
Yeah, one thing is, sorry, I'd like to cut you here. One thing I also believe in, comedy doesn't mean that you have to make faces. Exactly. It is all about the concept and how you execute. It's falling flat whenever that effort is being done. It's falling flat.
Comedy.
Mostly, not always, but sometimes it works.
I'm not talking about the genre of comedy. I'm talking about in general in Bollywood. Unfortunately, we don't have concept-oriented films. Whenever you will have concept-oriented film, it will be situational. Okay, it will not be punchy. कि punch मार दो, खुश कर दो. Whenever there is going to be a concept, you will have a situation created, and that situation will make you laugh. But it all starts from a good concept. Nobody is making good conceptualized films. Even and when you are making, unfortunately, you want to make it so big that you got some mega stars in it. But at the end of the day, it has no soul. So all these things are very important. So before I say कि satire हो या black comedy हो, I think in this industry, I personally feel the industry needs to start looking at concepts and look at concept-oriented films rather than looking at stardom and everything. And I think any and everybody can become a star. And it used to happen in this country. Go back time 2000 से पीछे जाए यार. Go back in the times of 70s, 60s. Early 80s. Do you think Devanand Saab and all these people, Guru Dutt, come a little forward? Amitabh Bachchan, Rajesh Khanna, Dharmendra, Vinod Khanna, all came because of their talent. And because those time they were directors and they were producers who were star makers. They were not waiting for a star to sign their film.
And writers as well.
And writers also.
Salim Javed played a big role.
So cinema was celebrated. I think that
Kader Khan as well.
Kader Khan also. That celebration somewhere, I feel, वो कहीं खो गया है, and because of that, now it has become gimmicky. And nothing against, like I was watching this, Fitoor is coming out,
Right.
It's based on great expectations. And I have great expectations from that film.
Absolutely.
And I hope that they have kept that essence and soul alive. Rather more than the song. I wish there was more of the theatrics of great expectations of a Charles Dickens writing there than songs. It excites me to see a six-pack on Aditya Kapoor. But again, is that celebrating cinema or is it a gimmick? Is all I question. I have nothing against it, but I'm just saying that celebration has to come out. If that celebration comes out, you wait and watch. Every other film will be a Tere bin Laden. At least every 4 films will be a Tere bin Laden. I'm not talking about Dead or Alive. I'm talking about Tere bin Laden because इसका verdict अभी आया नहीं. So I'm talking about Tere bin Part 1, which was appreciated.
Absolutely. Sikandar, objectively, in the sense that बहुत बार क्या होता है जब तक कामयाबी नहीं होती है तो that people don't make claims and all these things. But still, as a movie watcher,
Yeah.
entirely as a movie watcher, I think maybe I should be asking these guys. Do you feel that David Chadda is something that will really be remembered like for quite some time?
110%.
As a
I hope
character.
so.
Right.
It is a character which comes once in a lifetime. I believe character like Gabbar, like I was talking to another journalist and I told them they were talking about that your character was such a larger than life character, and I said it's the same with an Amjad Khan. When he did Gabbar, I said, tell me another film that you remember of Amjad Khan immediately. And she was like, no, the only film that comes to my mind is Gabbar. So this is that kind of a film, Yeah, that's the only film. Then you start thinking, he was in Satte Pa Satta. But you don't remember his character, you remember the film's name.
That's true.
That's the character. So this character also is a larger than life character. Tere bin Laden, Noura's character was larger than life. And Osama looked like some sort of poultry farmer. Now, whatever I do, unless and until I get something extraordinary like this, it'll change, but I'll always be a Noura. Similarly, I think this character is going to be memorable. It'll be one of those characters that will remain in cinema. That you will remember and you will laugh at that character. Just the way I am today. Noura Chacha. That's who I am. Osama ka bin Laden aa gaya. So these larger than life characters, one, they are difficult to write, but they are even more difficult to portray. And that is where I think Sikandar has nailed it completely. Writing a character is a different thing, but this is a medium of it's a visual medium. The writing is a part of it. If I really want to be famous as a writer, I should write novels. But this is cinema, and it's a visual impact, and that's where I think my friend has done a tremendous job. And as much as I was surprised or he was surprised by his performance, I think the audience will be taken aback. And they will remember not only David Chadda, but they will remember the guy who portrayed it.
No, absolutely. I think we've had like a very, very different perspective of Pradhuman Singh.
Yeah.
People have known him to just do the funny part,
Yes.
but this is very interesting about what you're doing.